You keep telling yourself you'll start tomorrow, but let me tell you the truth. Tomorrow is the most dangerous lie you've ever believed, because while you're waiting, your life is slowly slipping away. They told you to be realistic, to wait your turn, to lower your expectations. But deep down, you already know the truth. Those weren't instructions, they were limits given to you by people who never built anything worth remembering. And now you're standing at a crossroads. One path is comfort, excuses dressed up as logic, fear disguised as patience. The other path is fire, pressure, relentless creation. The road where you burn everything that's been holding you back and build something that cannot be ignored. This is where your empire begins. But first, you have to burn your excuses. Because your excuses are not innocent. They are not harmless thoughts. They are chains. Every time you say, "I don't have time," you're not stating a fact, you're making a decision. Every time you say, "I'm not ready," you are choosing delay over destiny. Every time you blame your past, your circumstances, your lack of resources, you hand over your power to something that cannot build your future. And while you hesitate, someone else is executing. Someone else is tired, afraid, uncertain, and still moving, still building, still stacking brick after brick while you are analyzing the blueprint. The world does not reward intention, it rewards execution. So understand this clearly. Your excuses are not protecting you, they are suffocating you. They trap you in a loop where nothing changes, where dreams stay theoretical, where your potential never meets reality. The longer you tolerate them, the stronger they become. Excuses are like weeds. Ignore them, and they take over everything. So today, you don't manage them, you don't negotiate with them, you burn them. You burn the story that says you need perfect timing. You burn the belief that you need approval. You burn the idea that failure is something to fear instead of something to use. Because the moment you remove excuses, you are left with one thing: responsibility. And that is where your power lives. When you stop asking, "Why is this happening to me?" and start asking, "What am I going to do about it?" everything changes. That shift is not small, it is a complete rewiring of your identity. Because empires are not built by people who wait, they are built by people who decide. They faced rejection, doubt, uncertainty. They did not feel ready, they did not have all the answers, but they moved anyway. Because they understood something most people never will. Clarity does not come before action, clarity is born from action. You do not think your way into a new life, you act your way into it. So stop waiting for confidence. Confidence is not a prerequisite, it is a result. You earn it by showing up when it is inconvenient, by pushing forward when it is uncomfortable, by doing the work when nobody is watching. That is where discipline is forged. And discipline is the foundation of every empire. Not motivation, not talent, not luck, discipline. The ability to execute regardless of mood, the ability to stay focused when distractions are everywhere, the ability to keep building even when progress feels slow and invisible. Because building an empire is not glamorous. It is early mornings when you would rather sleep, late nights when your mind is exhausted. It is repetition, consistency, persistence, doing the same things again and again until they become something powerful. Most people quit here. They want results without the grind, recognition without sacrifice, growth without pressure. But pressure is the process. Pressure builds resilience. Pressure separates those who talk from those who create. So don't run from it, lean into it. Every moment of discomfort is shaping you into someone stronger, sharper, more capable. And that is the real transformation. Not just what you build, but who you become while building it. Because you cannot build a powerful empire with a weak identity. So evolve, become the person who does not negotiate with excuses, who does not break under pressure, who does not need validation to keep going. Become someone who executes, adapts, and learns. Failure is not the opposite of success, it is the raw material of it. Every mistake teaches, every setback refines, every loss strengthens, but only if you keep moving. Because stopping, that is the only real failure, and deep down, you already know you are capable of more. That voice, that vision, that feeling, it is not random, it is your potential calling you forward. So the question is simple, will you answer or ignore it? Because every day you delay, you strengthen the version of you that hesitates, that doubts, that waits. But every day you act, even imperfectly, you strengthen the builder, the creator, the leader. And once that identity locks in, you become unstoppable. Because when your actions align with your vision, progress becomes inevitable. Not fast, not easy, but inevitable. Brick by brick, day by day, decision by decision, you build something real, something strong, something that lasts. So burn the excuses. Destroy every story that tells you you cannot, and build something so powerful, so undeniable, that the world has no choice but to notice. This is your moment. Not to think, not to wait, but to act. Burn your excuses and build your empire.